Okay, so good evening once again. Good afternoon to the side world. Yes, the Lock Robster here, giving you another reaction video. Yes, as a matter of fact, I got this comment yesterday from when I did my Kiseki reaction video. And it's from the man of goodwill. First time hearing him, and he has a request for me to react to. It's gonna be first time me reacting to something like this. Yeah, he asked me to. He requested that I react to to a film trailer, to a movie trailer. Yes, called "The Lady of Heaven." Okay, so it's kind of surprised. Okay, I don't really usually do trailer, but there's a first time for everything. Okay, so it's kind of surprised. Lady of Heaven, interesting. Okay, so I looked it up. I typed in search on the YouTube, and this is what came up. Okay, this is the picture that came up on when I typed it in. Okay, okay, so it looks like that. Okay, okay. When I saw that, it kind of like creeped me out because it was already like past midnight already, and it almost felt like you know, uh, it gave me shades of the Curse of La Llorona. Okay, so I mean, am I reacting to a scary trailer, anything like that? And also, before I actually reacted to it, I kind of like Googled what is the Lady of Heaven movie. Okay, there's not much, but it mentioned Fatima. Okay, for a minute I thought this was the movie uh, that may be based around Our Lady of Fatima, the Marian apparition. But I do remember a trailer like last year uh, called Fatima. So I was kind of wondering, there are two movies regarding Fatima. But then I delved into a little further. So it's actually regarding the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad in Islam religion. Okay, so Fatima. So I guess the place in Portugal where the Marian apparition actually happened, it's named after her. Yeah, from at least I'm pretty sure because since that area was conquered by the Moors during the Middle Ages. Yeah. So yeah, so I guess since Moors, Muslims, Fatima, which seems to be pretty appropriate. Yeah. So yeah. So as I earlier thought I was mistaken that I thought Lady in Heaven might be regarding the Our Lady of Fatima. But then as I delved in through regarding the movie, whatever information I could find, yeah. So yeah, as I mentioned before, it's the Prophet, the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad. Okay, and I'd mentioned that was kind of like controversial. Okay, in a way. So and before I actually did the reaction to the trailer, I did some research or read on Wikipedia regarding Fatima, okay, or the Lady Fatima on it, and it's a pretty interesting story actually, and it seems to how to call this, uh, should I say, contradict at least to what I believe what the Islamic religion is supposed. That as far as I know, yeah, because I know since in Islamic tradition women are supposed to be below men, and in some way she turned out to be the leader in a way when the Prophet Muhammad passed away, which seemed a very unique history in itself, and which is also funny. I know I've heard of the name before, but not that much. But then again, I'm not really into delved into the Islamic traditions or religion in some sense. And from what I understand it, this might be like an untold story regarding Islam. Okay, as from what I heard, it was suppressed, and now this movie is gonna give light to the Lady Fatima, who was the successor to Muhammad. Okay, okay, and I'll talk more about regarding the Islamic religion from what I know at least. Okay, because Islam is not just all about terrorists or fanatics, and yeah, I'll get into that. But for now, let us now react to the Lady of Heaven trailer. Okay. And believe me, when I went through, even I actually watched other reactions from other YouTubers, and some of them first time reacting to it. Some, they usually react to other trailers, and they seem really, how to call this, shocked or surprised or eager in anticipation to see this movie. Okay, and looks like I am too. But let's do my reaction first. Okay. Okay, let me just get set up first. Okay, move it back. Okay, so here I go. ISIS.
The world can be a cruel and dangerous place. Remember,
Good thing,
even if you're afraid, be strong.
we got rid of these
Your loving mother,
terrorists.
Fatima. Did your mother ever tell you the story of the Lady of Heaven? She was very special. Daughter to the Prophet Muhammad.
That's Muhammad.
My time is near. And afterwards, my lovely Fatima, you will face many trials.
With my father no longer here to lead us, evil is with those who will extinguish the light of truth.
You're gonna let a woman tell us what to do. We will burn her out.
Okay, I read about that. I read about that on Wikipedia. That event.
God will judge all of you. This world has become a breeding ground of violence. Shadow will be cast across many generations to come. It said some people are so full of faith. They give strength to everyone around them.
The greatest thing in this life and the hereafter is the spreading of peace in the world.
Lady Fatima's goodness inspired people to stand up, no matter what the cost.
Is that her?
Her legacy lives on.
Coming soon. Okay. Okay. So that's my reaction to the trailer of The Lady of Heaven. Yes. So yeah, it's very interesting. I really like these history based on history moments in movies. You get to learn more things. Out there, especially in this one. I hardly heard about it, and it's a good thing they're making up this movie. And as usual, sometimes like these biopic movies, 50 or 60% is like made up, made up by Hollywood. Made up to make it for dramatic license, of course. Yeah, yeah, but that's how it goes. To make I guess the movie more interesting or thrilling in a way. Okay, so yeah, so from what I've read regarding Lady Fatima, yeah, I think I already explained that. Maybe I'll skip through that now. I guess what I want to talk about is regarding the religion of Islam. Okay, yeah, I remember like a number of years ago watching a PBS documentary. It was a three-part or four-part series regarding. I believe the title is Islam, Empire of Faith. Yeah, and you could see how beautiful or how peaceful the Islamic religion actually is. Yeah, I'm not saying that I should switch to it. I am a Christian after all. But then again, we share some traits with the Islamic religion, like monotheism, to name one. Yeah, and yeah, and as I mentioned before, that the Islam faith is not all about fanatics or terrorists. Yeah, because fanatics do not build beautiful architecture. Yes, and because fanatics destroy, terrorists destroys beautiful works of art. Yeah, fanatics do not become scholars for education, become inventors. Yeah, they fanatics are usually the ones that try to rule by power, by fear. Yeah, and that's not what Islam is supposed to be. And these fanatics, these terrorists, they misinterpret a lot of what their book, the Quran, actually says. They use it to for their own ends. Because I mean, look how, in a way, how to call this, disunited the Arab people really are. Because since they're tribes, they have their pride, you know, in which they want to govern or rule themselves, because to them power is important. Yeah, and they just really, they're a lot of them are really selfish. I mean, just look at the movie Lawrence of Arabia. Yeah, and how disunited the Arab people are. Yeah, if you've seen that movie, especially towards the end, where they really can't agree on anything. Yeah, because of course, each tribe wants something that would benefit them. Yeah, in some form or measure, and that's why there's this unity within these people. Okay, and Muhammad, at least from what I learned, and it's funny because I learned Islam and regarding Prophet Muhammad from a cartoon, a French cartoon that was dubbed in English and was shown in the Philippines way back when I was still in grade school. And yeah, what's interesting is they don't show the face of Muhammad even in that cartoon. And I was kind of surprised that in the trailer they showed, was that actually Muhammad kissing his daughter Fatima, or it could be somebody different. Yeah, because I know um, Muslims are very particular regarding showing the faces of their prophets. And it's very interesting too in this trailer that we never actually saw the face of Fatima. Yeah, she's always covered up. And I know in that trailer they showed a woman there. I'm not even sure if that was her. Could be somebody different. Yeah. So I'm not sure how this movie will play out, if we'll actually be seeing the faces of these important, iconic, or religious figures from the Islamic faith. Okay. Yeah, and going back to before I mentioned, it says regarding Islam being an empire faith from what I watched during that PBS documentary. Yeah, like I said, it's a beautiful religion. They preach peace. And going back to that cartoon, sorry, I'm jumping around. That Muhammad tried to unite everybody within the monotheistic faith. Unfortunately, some even back then they tried to kill Muhammad, and unfortunately, Muhammad had to go to war with these tribesmen, to remove them. At least, because I guess the saying goes, when they're bad apples, you need to get rid of them. Yeah, and I'm not sure how successful he was at it. Maybe he was. Maybe he was, from what I understand. But because when he died and the succession of power passed to his daughter, and from what I understand, since the faith, the Islamic faith, is regarding men in power, and even now I know that because women is really lower in the class level, at least from what I understand it. So it was hard for men to accept a woman as a leader, and I guess this movie is trying to show, yeah, this historical context that maybe we haven't really heard of before that happened. Maybe Fatima may have led the people for a little while until these, I guess I would say, called fanatics or terrorists, removed her from power. And I guess since the victors goes spoils, and the victors are the ones who write history, and I guess that's how Fatima got moved to the wayside. And I guess this movie is trying to bring back this particular important point in their history, where the daughter of Muhammad was the leader of the Islamic people. Okay, yeah, I do look forward to seeing this movie. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think from what I saw in some of the searches that I did, it's going to be, if not shown in theaters, it's going to be shown on Amazon Prime. I could be wrong, but yeah, like I said, I really like these historical biopic movies, and I look forward to it. And thank you, Man of Goodwill, for requesting me to watch this trailer, and I really do find it very, very interesting and intrigued by it. Okay, thank you so much. And yeah, so I hope my reaction to it, first time to a movie trailer, gets a pass. All right, and with that, let's end this reaction. Thank you.